All right, what's going on, guys? It's Paul. Been a while since I've done a live. It's good to be doing one again. Uh, yeah, pop-up style. So start a little bit early. I know I said 2:05, but hey, first I want to say hello to everyone at home watching the replay. Thank you for coming in, watching it, and giving me a few minutes of your time. Hopefully you enjoy the show and decide to keep coming back. But yeah, right now I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes, see if anybody pops in. Uh, So yeah, this is the series I'm going to be doing over the next couple weeks. Start just doing some pop-up lives whenever there's not much on to watch, or I just don't have much going on and I feel like going live. So that's what we're going to be doing now. Nothing pre-scheduled like we did before with every Tuesday. This is going to be literally just daytime, me popping on whenever I get the chance and saying hi to everybody and working on those watch hours because I am far behind. What's going on, Cameron? How are you? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Guessing you were just over at Matt's watching as well. Been in and out of there all day. It's funny, I haven't done a live in so long, but I feel like I'm nervous, even though I did them for how many months straight earlier in the year. I guess it's just been a little while. Gotta knock off the rust, I guess. What's up, Raz? Here we go again. Yep, I'm back. Perlini, hi, how are you? Glad you could pop in. Yeah, I'm back. Who knows how long? Gonna do these for as long as I can. Basketball starts up in January, so I got 2 months, and I got 2 months of free time to actually do some YouTube, some eBay, and we're gonna knock it all out and try to finish the goal that we started last year of getting to 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours. What's going on, Marcus? How are you? Glad you could stop in. Yeah, he is still on. He's been on all day. Uh, yeah, I'm not really scared. Just it's just funny. It's just like the nerves of not being on in so long. Um, good, glad. But yeah, so good thing today is I crossed 900 subscribers, which is awesome. It made me really start thinking that if I want to get monetized, I've got to get my hours. My 1 year anniversary on YouTube is going to be December 16th. So at that point, we all know like your watch hours start falling off. Granted, we don't have much watch hours when we first start, but it all adds up. So I've got about a month and a half till hours start falling off, and I'm only at 2,200 or so hours. So I still need 1,800 more hours to get to the 4,000. And I figured the quickest way to get there without a video popping off is to do some lives. Raz, I think I'm 2 weeks from going home from the hospital. If they don't drag their feet, that is. All right, 2 weeks. At least you kind of see an end goal. Hopefully they don't drag their feet. I'm sure you're dying to get home. Oh, I couldn't imagine being in the hospital for that long, man. Really couldn't. Had one time when I was a kid that I was in for like 2 or 3 weeks at one time with pneumonia, but yeah, you're a kid, so I don't remember too much of that. But yeah, 1,800 hours. I don't even know if I'll be able to do that with doing lives every day. I mean, I might have to go Paul Philly Flipper style and just do a full 24-hour show, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not with kids around and all that. But yeah, we 1,800 hours. If a video popped off, that'll help. I remember back in the spring, I had a couple yard sale videos that did really well, and they got 200-300 hours each. It's just yard sales are done in my area. I don't know about you guys, but here in the Philly area, yard sales are done. You might find a couple one-offs, but this weekend coming up, it's going to be 50 degrees with lows in the 30s. So yeah, there won't be much going on. And with football season, there were no yard sales for me to go to because we were always at games, getting ready for games, or I was game planning in the morning for the game that afternoon. So I wasn't able to get none and get any footage I needed because it seems like the yard sale videos have been the most popular with my channel. So I've got to find something else now to get people to watch the pre-records. So In the meantime, this is what I'm going to do to get those hours because, like the title says, we're chasing YouTube pennies. I want to get those pennies. 1 stinking year in the hospital and 2 back surgeries. Wow, I did not realize you've been there that long. I know there's been times where you've mentioned you've been in the hospital, but I didn't realize it was that long. And 2 back surgeries, man. I can only imagine. I hope you're feeling better and hope you can get back on your feet. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. But yeah, today work's kept me a little busy. Got a little bit of time to break away and chat with you guys. So how was everyone's weekends with sales? For me, I had 8 items sell. So I was pretty good at quantity-wise. Quality-wise, not so much. Only about $75, $80 gross. Plus shipping on top of that, obviously. But yeah, about $80. Hey, Tommy. You still have a channel? Yeah, kind of restarting it now that football season's over. I'm gonna try and start popping out some couple videos a week, and right now do some lives and try to catch up on my watch hours since we're down to 1,800 left and only about 100 subs away from 1,000. The hobbyist, hey, how are you, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Lewis, how are you? Lewis is another one. He's at as of this morning, he was at 905, so he's also closing in on that 1,000 sub mark. Big difference between us is you're close on watch hours. I'm nowhere close. You probably crossed watch hours a long time ago with all those auctions. October 25th marked 1 year. Wow. That's crazy. Now, was it a car accident or what was it? What messed your back up? What's going on, Joe? How are you? How are you today, bud? Miss Regina Michelle. Hi, how are you? I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you, Lewis. Yeah, Lewis, I'm missing that you guys aren't going to have the Mindful Merchants on Monday anymore. Definitely enjoyed watching that. It was a nice end to the work day for me. But I know you guys will be back in the new year, hopefully with some new guests and stronger than before. Barter Mania, how are you, man? How'd you do in football this weekend? My teams, I think I'm going to go 1-1 in the 2 leagues of Bobby's that I'm in. My main money league, I shit the bed in there again. My team has just been a disaster over there this season. My main football league, I got first pick was Barkley, then Clyde's Edwards-Helaire, yay. And so, yeah, those 2 right there just killed me. So, Tommy, what are you doing? You working on your other channel right now? I see you're the Tommy Bernhard Show instead of the Tommy Bernhard Podcast. 12 points down, but looking good to win tonight. That's good. The one matchup, I think I'm with Bobby on this. I think I got a good lead, probably 15-16. But if Kelsey shreds the Giants, I'm going to go down. And that's definitely a possibility. The Giants suck against tight ends, so I'm going to be sweating bullets. I need a win in that league, though. Any word on Eric? I have not heard anything. I reached out to him last week when he canceled the show, but I haven't heard anything. But then again, Eric and I didn't talk much. He hopefully he's on tomorrow. I really enjoy that Tuesday. Tuesdays is a good show. I'm able to just put on in the background and get work done all day. Yeah, Derrick Henry out for the season. That's big for Tennessee, and that's also big for everybody who's got him in fantasy. Running backs have just been brutal the last 2 years, especially those first-round ones. I guess it just shows why in the real NFL you can't draft those running backs early and build your team around them. I don't know why it's logged in with this one. It shows them glitch, I guess. You know, must be Windows 11, Tommy. It's already glitching on your computer. Oh, crap. Tommy is here. Yeah, I knew Tommy would drop in. I knew Tommy would be like, wait a minute. This guy's back online again? He's back on videos and lives? No, he can't be. And I'll be out of chat, packing, and listening. Swamp Picker, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Man, have you been packing all day, Tommy? And you just kind of woke up and just kind of actually starting now? Yeah, for the amount of money I made this weekend, I definitely spent a lot of time packing. I got to really look at those low dollar items. Shipped out 8 items. It was about $80 total plus the shipping. It was all just crap that's left over from the NASCAR haul, all the stuff that is just, odds and ends. I probably should have lotted a lot of the stuff up, but I decided to list them individually and just see how much I could get for each one of them. He lives online, rent is free. That's true. Usually the last half hour of Eric's show, I'm in the middle of rehab. Okay. Yeah, I usually dip out for about half hour around 2 o'clock to run to the post office, then get home. My post office is about 1.5 miles down the road, so I just hop in the car, run down, drop it off, and get back. Same deal with Joe's show on Wednesdays. Usually about 2 o'clock, I'll run out. By 2:15, I'm back home and listening to the boys. What's going on, Dan? How was your weekend? I'm sure you're probably pretty excited and still on cloud nine after that big Eagles win over the Lions. I'm not going to lie. I thought the Lions had a good chance at that game. I took them in my confidence pool this week. Obviously the lowest confidence, but I thought they had a chance for an upset. Boy, was I wrong, and my picks this week were absolutely horrendous. It was the worst week I had in a long time. 12:30 you started. Joe, did you watch my Little Larry video? Ooh, I'm gonna have to go watch that. Is that on your Clips channel, like you did with the Nicole State one? Flipping Nostalgia, how are you, man? How you doing? Live until 10? No. I'll probably be live for about an hour today. Do still have some work I have to get done, and the kids come home from school right around 3, and they come running in the door, cause a shit show, and then they run back out because they're going to their dad's today. So probably be on for about an hour before they get back. Couple of pickers. Hey, how are you? Glad you guys could stop in. Needs help. It's on the Clips channel. It takes forever to get seen there. Okay, yeah, I'll stop over there after this and definitely take a look at it. If it's anything like the Nicole one, I'm sure it's going to be funny. Okay. So yeah, how was everybody else's weekend though? Did anybody make any big sales? No sales? Little sales? I actually got done working this morning on my video of the weekend sales. Talked a little bit about October and Q4 in it because I've been seeing so many people complaining that Q4 is a bust so far. To me, I don't even consider Q4 started. Like it has, but I don't consider it holiday season yet, not for another week or two. That's just me as a general shopper. This is the first time I've ever been a reseller in Q4 in the holiday season, so I could be wrong. But yeah. Dan, Travis, Liz, Joey. Well, back to shipping. All right, good luck with that, Tommy. Hopefully I don't put you to sleep. I know I can get pretty boring at times. Yeah, so with this pop-up live series, it's chasing YouTube pennies. Just wanted to make a joke of it. Because we all know once we get monetized, how much are you really making? Especially as like that are just popping out videos here that we're making pennies. Joe, I'm sure you know very well how little it is. My wife actually last night said, "What the hell is a YouTube penny? And why are you chasing it?" And I was telling her, I'm like, it's kind of a joke in the community. I'm like, when you get monetized, all you're making are pennies. That's all YouTube's paying you is pennies for all the work you put in. 16, couple pickers sold 16 Gettysburg magazines for $200. Bought them at an estate sale for pennies an issue. That's awesome. That's definitely a great sale. Walmart's starting their Black Friday tomorrow. Okay. I did see Best Buy, I think it was about to start theirs, and there was somebody else I was looking at. Trying to get a couple things done early this year, see if I could score some new things. Definitely thinking about a laptop, because if I decide to leave the job I'm at, this laptop actually goes back to them since it's a work one. So I'm thinking of getting myself one this holiday season that's a little stronger. 1 cent per view, pretty much. That backstock, the pricing is yet to be fixed in it. Okay. On your way home from the Gold, Will was hoping to get a glimpse of Philly Picker, but no luck. Did you go to the one up on Bustleton? I know every time I've gone to the one on Bustleton, I've looked around to see if I could see him, but I've had no luck either. I coined him, let him out, Larry. If you guys don't know what they're talking about, Larry Krasner, the DA in Philly, and dude's an absolute mess. Tommy was going on and on about him during his live on Saturday, and it was pretty funny. So I'd definitely go back and check that out and head over to Tommy's Clips channel and see his impersonation or whatever he's got going on. I can't wait to check that out a little bit. Hello, Jennifer Hayes. How are you? I'm back on the lives. Told you I'd be back eventually. Don't know how long I'm going to stay, Jen, but I'm back. I'm glad you came in. Did you find anything? How has that Goodwill been lately, guys? I have not been to that Goodwill probably since May. Last time I was there, the prices were absolutely insane, and there was almost just no point in me going there for the stuff I'm usually looking at. I know, Joe, you look at clothes a little more than I do. So I don't know how those are, but I know everything else was just way too much money. Jake, how are you, bud? You ready for tonight's edition of Monday Night Wars? I will definitely be popping in while watching football to see how you guys do. I think you guys take them out pretty quick. I don't know. I think it's just you and Paul together. I think are going to be a funny combination. Yeah, I had to stop up that way and popped in there. Not really, Joe. And this is T for 2 for 8. That's about it. All right. Where else do you go up in that area, Dan? Usually when I go there, I usually also take a quick trip up to Feasterville and go to the Liberty Thrift and then maybe a pawn shop or two in between. But usually not much. I gotta get in there and get out. Let's do it. Yeah. Can't wait. You got any VCRs to ship tonight, or you just going to be listening? And did that VCR get there in one piece? I would assume by now it's there. If that was 1 week ago, I would assume the person's gotten it by now. Yeah, Monday Night Wars. That's going to be kind of funny. Like Joey and Drew, I mean, they've been on for a long time. I think they've been on for as long as I've been around on YouTube. That's just kind of what you watched on Monday night, was watch them to watch Drew list and Joey talk. And it's kind of the same thing now. At least with you guys, I think there's going to be some work and done. It might actually get us a little motivated to do some work. If not, it's just going to be entertaining. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Yeah, with these pop-ups, I definitely don't have as much planned and thought out like I did before with the weekly show. So I'm going to have to start jotting down some ideas and stuff just to talk about through the week when I pop online, because if not, it can get kind of slow at times. I will definitely be taking portions of these and pulling them down and repurposing them and putting them up as solo videos whenever there's good topics that I can splice together into something. Hopefully get some 2 to 3 minute videos out of things. In these pop-ups, I kind of want to also just talk about like what's going on with eBay, how we're all doing, obviously YouTube, and since I'm saying it's chasing YouTube pennies, there a handful of you guys have already been monetized. Half of you guys are trying to get monetized. So as it goes along, I would love for people to just pop in occasionally, talk about their YouTube journey, not really interview style. just kind of informal conversations talking about what we've done, like what you're looking to do with your channel and things you've done to grow it, and of course get to that monetization point. They use that phrase. Yeah, Jennifer, it's a funny phrase. I'm definitely trying to use it a lot, just because, you know, I'm doing these lives to get to monetization, to get to the 4,000, but at the same time, it's not serious. I know I'm not going to make all the money, so just make a joke out of it. Like, I want to get there to get something out of this. I think that's what a lot of us want, is if we're going to put in all this time. I know that's why Jake gets so upset, because he puts so much time in and it's not going anywhere. So you want to see some kind of payoff, but chasing YouTube pennies is just funny because that's all we're really chasing. So might as well just keep saying it and just have a joke of it and make fun of it. And, you know, who knows, it might help somebody as well, these videos, figure out how to get there themselves. I doubt it. I'm not that knowledgeable yet. I just know what I've learned on YouTube, and I don't know how much I really learned, but I'm definitely trying. Definitely looking for some YouTube pennies. Any available? Not yet. Trying to get there. Working on it. In about 1,800 more hours, there'll be some coming our way, hopefully. Here, Jim, you sent me the thumbnail the other day. No, I definitely wasn't. When I made the thumbnail, I was kind of laughing, and I was like, let me send this to a couple of people and see what they think. And everybody kind of just laughed, and they were like, oh my God, that's great. That's going to be kind of funny. Just because it is kind of like, you know, an insider joke between all of us. So yeah, the YouTube lives are going to be for us just to kind of talk and get through our day, kind of like a work and hangout almost, since there's not much going on in the daytime anymore. That's another reason why I wanted to do these. I've talked about it with a few of you guys. There's just not anything going on in the daytimes. You've got Cajun Root Show in the morning, which is good for what it's for. Like, it's good to start the day and just kind of chat with people. Tuesday we got OBX. Wednesday we got the Philly Beaches. Outside of that, there's really not much going on in the daytime, and I know a lot of us like to have something on to listen to while we're working, occasionally chat. We're all working from home. We get bored. We need that little bit of human interaction, and if we're listening to live and occasionally chatting, it gives us that. So if nothing's going to be on, I might as well just, you know, pop on and be that person talking. I mean, I might not always be looking at the screen and fully paying attention because I have work to do as well, but it'll give us all something to, you know, listen to while we work. Because listening to videos all day and having to put on a new pre-record can get kind of tiring. Holy Redeemer thrift store. We have dubbed because everything was overpriced. But wow. I actually go there a lot. I used to live in the apartment complex right next door to that Holy Redeemer on County Line. And I'm thinking that's the one you went to. They're overpriced, but I have found some good stuff there from time to time. Not often, but a lot of times I found some good stuff there. But yeah, $400 plus camera. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, let me know if that's the one, because that's not a bad place. Oh, it is. Okay. If you get their rewards card, I believe it's Monday and Thursday. Everything is 25% off. And after a certain amount, they start giving you like $1 here, $1 there off next purchases. So if you're going to go there a little more often, like, you might want to get that. Just buy up fractions of pennies. Yeah, very nice pickup, Dan. Tim. Yeah, that's the most you spent on a single flip. I think the biggest purchase I've made so far was probably on an individual item. Was probably about $85 at the Liberty Thrift on a PlayStation, a backwards compatible PlayStation 3. Yeah, Joe, I haven't either. Last time I've been to the Holy Redeemer was probably about the same time I last went to the Goodwill in Boston, probably back in May or June. I stopped in the barn this weekend. That's right, the barn. I haven't been there in a while. Stopped there Friday afternoon, and man, it was a dud. There was absolutely nothing there worth picking up. I noticed some of their prices are a little bit higher now. I wonder if they're also catching on to everybody coming in, buying up their stuff and reselling it, because a couple things were marked up a little higher than I would normally want to pay or normally expect to pay there. But overall, there just wasn't much, and it kind of surprised me. The barn used to be a very good place for me. Hopefully, it was just a bad day. Camera was originally marked 400. It was crossed to mark 200. Then the lady was like, oh, 25% on top. Okay. Wow. So they must have been sitting on that camera for a while. Or they just, kind of said 400 and crossed it and marked it down, making people think it's been there for a while and they're getting a deal. I don't know how much of a deal I think I'm getting at any thrift store if I see the price of $200, no matter what it is. Yeah, 25% off on Mondays and Thursdays. Because of what they charge, I would not go to that store any other day but those two. You'll notice as well, those 2 days are a little more crowded than other ones, but again, it's because of the 25% off. The barn looks everything up now. Ah, okay. I didn't know that. I have seen a couple other people on Instagram, and I think in your live as well, talking about they go there. I've actually been very surprised on Instagram how many people there are in this area that, they're not on YouTube, but they're on Instagram, because I've gotten multiple messages from people asking if I've been to this place or if I'd gone there in a while or gone to this place in a while because they've seen the prices are up or stuff just hasn't been that good. But man, that sucks that the barn's looking everything up now too. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. This is one of the guys I watch. Hey, you guys, is one of the guys I watch that, sports card collecting. You guys all know I'm a sports guy. It's a passion of mine. Just collecting sports cards. It's a great hobby, and I do have a handful of channels I watch, and he's a pretty entertaining one. You guys should check him out sometimes if you're into that kind of stuff. Be right back. Have to run to the butcher and get some meat. I'll be doing that later this week. I haven't been to our butcher in a while, but the kids are in the mood for Tommy Bernhard's favorite meal, a cheesesteak. And I just don't go to any of the local cheesesteak spots anymore. I go to our butcher down the street and get some fresh cut meat, and they have their chip steak that they just slice all day on Thursday. It's on sale, and the line sometimes could be out the door with people getting it. And it's been some pretty good meat. We make it all at home. I got the Blackstone griddle, so boom, throw that meat right on there, chop it up, and homemade cheesesteaks, and it's better than what most of these stores around here are putting out. Appreciate that, Chad. Yeah, no problem, man. I enjoyed the channel. Definitely very entertaining. I got to start getting some sports cards again myself. I haven't been to my local card shop in a while. Need to head out there and visit Heidi and Steve at the sports card playground. They hook us up every time to time, especially when I bring the kids. They love the kids there, and they try to get them to sit down at the table, open whatever cards they get, and just really try to get them interested in the hobby, which is pretty cool. I know my boys love getting boxes, and just before I can even pay for my stuff, they're already sitting at the table opening up their stuff. And I'm like, I guess we're not leaving anytime soon. I guess you guys are opening your stuff here. But it's cool. It's a cool experience, especially when there's other kids there, because they all get to talk, open cards, talk baseball, football, whatever sport they're opening, and then they start trading cards, which is pretty cool. It's nice to see. It's nice to pass that on as well to the kids. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for passing that on. Man, you really are quick. Brand new people, and you already got their stuff just like that. Oh, good. Another sale. So another one from that NASCAR haul. This was a Bernhard Vanilla Wafer Trailer. Quite surprised how well that NASCAR haul is done. If you guys remember, I spent $560. I know I mention it all the time. My haul, my what sold, because it's all that's been selling for me lately. I've now sold 50 items from that haul, and I'm sitting at $100 profit from everything. So I've already made back my 560 and made an additional 100, and I still have one full rack of items left to sell and 2 or 3 boxes left of stuff to list. So that's pretty cool to me. Initially, I was expecting to make 2 to 3 times my money on this buy, 560. With me already being $100 good, and that full 4 shelf rack plus another couple boxes, I think I definitely have a great chance at doubling up, tripling up. It'll come close because I'm starting to get to the point where it's like lower item stuff. There's only a few things left that are worth like that $40 to $50 range. Speaking of sports cards, but Joe Burrow over the summer, yeah, that's a good one. I am amazed at how he's come back from his ACL surgery, and anybody who bought his stuff early on or after the injury when it dropped, they're going to be pretty happy. That's definitely some good pickups this summer, man. Congrats. That's awesome. Appreciate the support. Hey, man, this reselling community, it's a lot like that sports card community. Everybody is really supportive of each other, and they'll definitely check you out. Jen doesn't like sports cards, but she likes the Goonies. Yeah, Dan, I love that Blackstone. I sit there every week. We make smash burgers. I can't go back to those frozen burgers on the grill. I just get some fresh meat and make smash burgers all the time now. Sometimes we mix bacon and cheese inside of them, and so good. And cheesesteaks, we save so much money on cheesesteaks now. Like, I probably eat cheesesteaks more than I did before because I'm making them at home. And then breakfast, obviously. Breakfast is a lot of fun. I just can't wake up in the morning to do that. Flipping goodies. Hey, how are you? Let me see if I can fix this chair. I'm feeling like Dan from last week. Just keeps going, sinking down a little bit every few minutes. I mean, this was, I don't know about his chair, but this was a cheap chair. And I cannot talk today. I cannot. This was a cheap chair from Walmart. So I'm not surprised. I've had it for almost 2 years now since I started working from home. And I'm pretty sure it's almost time for a new one. You have 3 HP laptops in backstock, all refurbished. I may have to talk to you. I haven't decided if I'm going to get a new one yet. I think it's all going to depend if I decide to move on or not. There's been a lot of stuff at work lately that's just don't like the direction some things are going. And I might be looking for a change sometime soon. If I do that, I'll definitely need something. Sorry, some work emails I gotta check. And yes, who doesn't love the Goonies? Goonies are always a popular thing. Just trying to get the young ones to get into it now. Definitely need Dan to put on some safety equipment to fix his chair. Yeah, that would have been very entertaining watching him try to fix his chair. Or, like you said, get some PVC pipe. That would have been super entertaining to watch him try to do that. Hey, Double T, how are you? Glad you could stop in. Appreciate it. Once you're out of the hospital, all 3 will go up. Man, I really hope you're out soon, though. Man, 2 more weeks. Let's keep our fingers crossed that you're out of there. I still say a show with Dan and Jake. I know Jake's with Paul right now, but a show with Dan and Jake, oh my God, that would be pure gold. Just pure gold. You could probably put them up against any other reseller on any night, and they will probably compete with them. Same thing with everyone who bought Eloy, Robert, Cuna, Tony Madrova, and the cards tipped. Yes. That's what I've noticed with the card industry right now. Everybody is so quick about just making flips and trying to make profits that as soon as someone has a downturn, people are just selling them off for cheaper profits or none at all. Like they're just like, oh, this person sucks. Like I think that shows how much of the people in this industry right now really aren't sports fans or know the game. They're just kind of like investors just trying to make a quick buck. And it's helping us that collect and want to watch our collections grow, buy stuff cheaper that we might not have got before. And then later one day we'll be able to make something off of it. Maybe, as long as everything doesn't come to a big old crash like it did before. Got back to moving my toes again. That's good. Forward momentum and the next thing left for clearance. Okay. Man. Man, I'm really wishing you the best with that, man. It's got to be tough. Got to be. Yeah, speedy recovery. Tell you, that's the one thing I hate about the slow points of working at home is these random emails of stuff I don't want to do and can't get motivated for. We talk about it all the time with reselling. Like it's hard to get motivated, to list. It's hard to get motivated to take pictures. Working from home on my other job, it's the same exact way. Same way. If I'm in a slow day and I start getting some emails to do little tasks, it's just so hard to get myself motivated to do that task. And then it's kind of like my eBay death pile. Stuff just gets put to the side and winds up in a work death pile that eventually gets big enough where I'll spend 2-3 days catching up on everything and getting all that work done. Yes, double T, almost to 1K. Yeah, I've been kind of surprised how quick everything started to pick back up for me since I came back. I think I put 2 videos out in the last 2 weeks, something like that. Got another one that's probably going to come out today or tomorrow. But since I started putting out videos weekly again, the subs have started coming back again. It's like YouTube knows, like I stopped putting out videos. YouTube stopped giving me subs. Started back up once a week, and now I'm back to getting anywhere from 2 to 5 subs a day, which surprises me because I'm not doing anything different except putting out 1 video a week. And I don't think they're that great of videos because they're like what sold. And I know me personally, I just don't like what sold. I don't like watching them. You can learn a lot from them, but I don't think anybody's learning much from mine. The cash cow for me was the yard sale videos. I actually have 2 that still get anywhere from 20 to 30 views a day, which is pretty cool. So I guess that's where the subs are coming in from. But my latest video actually had 4 subs from what analytics is telling me in the first 4 days, which surprised me. It's the one where I was just picking a couple of things in my garage and started talking about low dollar sales and are those $10 and under items really worth it? And when you pick them up, do you actually go out looking for them, or do you only put up $10 and under items if they're from bulk buys? So I was kind of surprised to see 4 subs come from that video. Kind of leads me to believe there might be a little bit of an audience there and doing kind of like a picking items that sold and combining it with a topic to talk about for the day. And then kind of just intermixing it, because what I did was I picked a couple items, talked about the topic, picked a couple items, talked about the topic. That's actually what's going to be in the video I have coming out today, talking about Q4 and the sales so far in it. But maybe that's what some of my watchers are looking for. I guess it makes sense because you see like NC Flipper, the Commonwealth Flipper, their flip channels. It's just a lot of picking and talking, and they do well. So maybe that could be a direction I go while I'm waiting for yard season to come back in the spring. TJ, what's going on, man? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Any way to turn up your volume? Yeah, let me see. Oh, wow. I know I am on my hands-free, so I don't know if that's... Does that sound any better, Cameron? Enjoy watching. Yeah, I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me over these last 10 months. Like, it's been a lot of growth in a short amount of time. Jen, how are you? I have not seen you in so long. You pop in and out now. When you said you were taking that YouTube break, you were not lying. You really did. How have things been? Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I do. It's such a great movie. I actually went upstairs the other day and my stepson was watching that. I was quite surprised. I'm like, what are you watching? He's like, The Water Boy. I'm like, all right. Yeah, that's a good one. Normally he's just sitting there watching Fast and the Furious nonstop. Hanging in there having surgery in December, TJ. What's going on, man? You need to hit me up. I know you said you got a video coming out about your health sometime soon, but hit me up. Let me know what's going on. You know, we've had plenty of conversations. I'd love to know and not have to wait for that video. Curious, man. Hope you're doing well. Could just be you need hearing aids. It could be me. It could be this Bluetooth or what. I think what I'm going to do is, if I'm going to really keep focusing on these lives for a while, I think I might actually get some kind of microphone. Not an expensive one, probably something under $100. Tommy, shoot me a message, recommend something for under $100, and I'll get those just to, you know, have the volume up a little bit, have everything sound a little bit better. And on the flip side though, Cameron, I'm also a soft talker. At work, whenever we're in presentations, I'm constantly being told, Paul, can you speak up? Can you speak up? And I'm like, I am. I already am. That's why people always get surprised during football season when I start yelling. They're like, wait a minute, you can talk that loud? How did scrape turn into scared? Deviated septum. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Never better, my friend, except I hit a deer the other day. Oh, yeah, it's time to start looking out for those. Especially around here. Karen's ears are waxed up. Karen at the beach. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Glad you could stop in. Lobster, what's going on, man? Lobster, do it yourself now. My mom said, well, your mom has wrong milk. Oh my God. Yeah, that is such a great movie. When I saw him watching that, I'm like, I need to go watch that again, just because it's been so long. And I'm sure I'll probably find stuff in it that I've never noticed before and be just laughing. I'm a big fan of them Adam Sandler movies, especially from that from that era. Waterboy, Billy Madison, Big Daddy, all those. They're all just hilarious. I don't care what anybody says about Adam Sandler. That era, he was pretty damn funny. Yeah, I hope your car's all right, Jen, and yourself. That's not it, Tommy. I clean them daily. Freedomsufferer Cards. My man from the Netherlands. How you doing, buddy? Finally attending live. Hey, this is the first one since May. I have not been live since May, and I'm pretty sure we weren't following each other back then. So you didn't miss anything. Even right now, I don't know if you're missing anything. But thanks for coming in, man. Guys, that's another one of the guys I watched that he breaks open cards, does through the mail type stuff. Just another card guy to follow. Wedding Singer too, you're right, Cameron. That 51st Dates, all those, they were all just funny. It was just good fun. It was okay. Jennifer, all good. Only going 15 miles per hour, so it's like a shoulder check. Okay. It was like a shoulder check, Jen. Did you hurt the deer more than it hurt you? You look like you could be tough. You look like you could hurt somebody. And I'm sure Tommy's probably already typing something, trying to turn that into something it's not. Good, my friend. Happy to be a part of it. Good to know. Yeah, that time difference. What is the time difference to the Netherlands? About 6-7 hours? Like it is 2:45 here, so I guess maybe like 9-10 o'clock range there. So yeah, in that case, you probably wouldn't catch many of mine. Oh, Mr. Deed, I forgot about that one. See, there was just so much stuff he came out with in such a short period of time that I guess that's why so many people can't stand him. I don't know. But yeah, Mr. Deed, that was a good one too. Lobster. 8:45. Okay, so you're about 6 hours. All right, that's not too bad. For you, you'll be able to catch some of my lives because most of my lives are going to take place during the daytime while I'm, in the working phase of my day. Evening times, I don't have as many practices going on now, but there's still kind of time to spend with the family. That's pretty important. Man, Grown-ups was hilarious. That was a good one. That was good. I still haven't seen Grown-ups 2. Big brother at the auction. How are you, man? Haven't talked to you in a while. I hope everything's going well with you. Hope you're doing good. Hope your Q4 has started off well. Sorry. Holy guacamole. Yeah, so I am quite surprised. Guys, it's been, what, May to now is, 6 months? Yeah, 6 months since I've done a live. Haven't been on too much, and there are 17 of you in here watching me. Just kind of bullshit. I really appreciate that. Like, it's good to see that support's still there and you guys are still around. Like, some of the same names from when we used to do lives before, and then some new names, which is pretty cool. Just watched Big Daddy the other day. Hadn't seen it in a while. Yeah, that's one of my personal favorites of his. It's one, like, over the years, you dump DVDs now that they become kind of worthless. You can get everything streaming. That's one of the DVDs, like, I just have not been able to part with, was Big Daddy. Everything else I have, I'll lot up and sell or just give away to people over the years. But Big Daddy is one of the ones, like, I kept. Like, it's like Big Daddy, the Bad Boy movies, Training Day, like certain things like that you just love. And Big Daddy was one of them. Like, I just can't stop watching that movie. Every time it's on, like, I'll stop what I'm doing. I wipe my own ass. Yes. Scuba Steve. There was something not too long ago. I don't remember what it was the kids did, and I started talking about Scuba Steve, and they were like, what the hell is Scuba Steve? I'm like, oh my God, you need to watch Big Daddy. You need to go watch Big Daddy right now and see what Scuba Steve is. And they were like, we don't know, Paul. You're old. And they're not lying about that. Not at all. Something else I'll have to do. Yeah, this is the life of working with salespeople. I can be completely dead for days and then get random phone calls or random emails from people saying, can you call this person? Can you call this person? And 9 times out of 10, it's something the salesperson could have taken care of or something that's not as urgent as they make it out to be. And then they drive me crazy because I think it's something that's got to be done right away. And I go, you're interrupting me. Ooh, Double T. Remember the Titans? Yes. That's another one. When I see it on TV, I definitely stop what I'm doing. My wife was actually last in the other day. I stopped on Indiana Jones. That's another one. It's just like one of those things. If nothing's going on and I see it on TV, I get stuck. I fall down that rabbit hole and I start watching Indiana Jones. And I'm watching it, and she looks up from her phone, and she's like, what are you watching? I'm like, Indiana Jones. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I just can't turn it off. I'm flipping through the channels, and it's on, and I got stuck, and I can't turn it off. I know how it ends, but I got to see how it ends again. Working on getting situated to buy Pokemon. Oh. Wow, that's pretty cool. Good luck with that. I know years ago I looked at that with sports cards with tops, and it was like something like you had to have a retail space or something like that. Like you couldn't use like a home address, even if you had a business license, something like that. It was just crazy. And I was just like, I'm not even worrying about this. Like at the time, I wasn't serious about doing any reselling. I was just kind of like wanting to sell cards on like a bigger level. And I was just like, I can't do that. Scuba Steve. Yes, that was a good movie. Jen, oh Jen, you're not older. Remember Varsity Blues at 10. Varsity Blues, definitely another good movie. Definitely a good movie. Good to see you, Goonie Amigos. Sloth. Yeah. Ed the Retail and Rider. How are you, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, long time no live. That is true. Quite a while now, about 6 months. What made me want to do a live? Well, take a look at the name of the live, Chasing YouTube Pennies. Currently at 906 subscribers now, closing in on that 1,000 mark, but I'm still 1,800 hours away, watch hours. So I'll be popping up and doing more lives over the next couple months and trying to get myself there in a shorter amount of time. Going to worry about hitting there and then worrying about that channel growth again. Hopefully, by the time I'm at 4,000, I'll be able to figure out what videos are going to work for me in the wintertime, since there aren't yard sales. Throughout the past year, the best performing videos for me were yard sales. Obviously, those are done right now, so I need to find somewhere else to pivot to. So right now, while I figure that out, I'm just going to do a couple of lives and knock out those watch hours. Yeah, Jen, it's a headache, but it'd definitely be much more beneficial. And you do this full time, so definitely doing something like that would definitely be a big thing for you. Definitely. Remember the Titans. Spaceballs, always a good one. Your sports is bigger than mine. I need to do lives, but have not yet. They're tough. Like they're tough to actually get you to pull the trigger and do them. I was very nervous in the very beginning. I wasn't sure if it's something I wanted to do, if I would enjoy doing. But Leroy Blood, Sweat, and Cell, he kind of pushed me and challenged me in one of his lives to actually go live, and I did it. And I actually had a lot of fun doing it. It's just a matter of forcing yourself to go actually do it. Chris Cajun Reseller, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Hope you're doing good. No yard sales. I suggest auctions. It's one of the things I was thinking of. I was going to look at the online auctions a little bit and also see what's in my area. I'm going to be looking at some more Facebook Marketplace type stuff and maybe some of the indoor flea markets. From seeing what's going on at the thrift stores in my area, I don't know if thrift stores are really going to be the way to go this year. A lot of them are marking up the prices, so it's just not really worth it. So I need to find some other avenues where it's going to be cheaper, but other avenues too where I could potentially make some videos out of it if I want to do YouTube with it. Because I kind of enjoy the combination of the two together, especially since I'm part-time. Making money just doing the eBay is great. I've actually had a very good last 2 months without doing any YouTube, but it's not like I was able to give eBay any more time. I was just busy doing other stuff, and that's what took away from YouTube. But I like tying the two together because it kind of, to me, it's just kind of entertaining and a nice documentary for myself to see it on screen of what I've done. Probably doing a weekly live with someone might help. That's true. That's definitely true. One of the things I was thinking of doing was, I talked about it earlier in the show, was inviting people on to talk about their journey to getting to monetization and what they did that helped their channel grow. So as I do these lives, I think we're going to be doing that and try to get people in here just to switch things up, because just looking at this face all day can get pretty annoying, and listening to this voice will probably put you to sleep. Haunted house. That's pretty good. And trick-or-treating. Nice. We didn't have our kids this year. It was their year to be with their dad. The every other year deal. So they were with him. We went and picked them up at 8:30 last night. So by the time we got home, there was nothing for us to do in our area. So it was unfortunate. I mean, my wife, Halloween is like her favorite holiday. I'm not a big Halloween fan, but it hit her not having the kids. So that sucked. Lives? Nope. Yeah. We know Chris is never going to do one. No, we know that. Jeff, eBay Addicts, how are you, man? Thanks for stopping in. My schedule is opening up, so I will hit you up sometime soon and see what we can do, because I know you tried to get me on before, but things were pretty crazy with sports. So we will talk. Hope those getting candy corn got a TP decor. Thinking of that, rest. One of my buddies on Facebook, he was going through his kids' candy and he was posting pictures, and he posted a picture. Someone actually gave out dog food in our area. He actually showed, he was like, just found this pouch of dog food in my son's candy. Like, seriously, somebody gave out dog food. Like, I really hope that was an accident or a joke, or he was just trying to be funny, but I don't know. Yes, Chris, that as well. More videos equal more hours. It also means more time editing, more time filming, more time everything. So it'll probably be a mix of both lives and more videos. I am going to try and get back up to 2 to 3 videos a week as time allows it. Go with a little bit of shorter, film some stuff while I'm picking, and that way I could start racking up these hours. Going to the meetup. What meetup is that? Is that the one Victoria was talking about this morning, or is there another meetup? I swear there are so many YouTube reseller meetups now. It's crazy. But it's good. It shows the community and how much of a tight community it is, that everybody wants to get together and meet everyone. I'm not sure yet. Hopefully better. Okay, cool. Let me send this email. That's the other thing. These sales guys, everything's got to be done by phone. They want me to call everybody. Call this person. I don't like the phone. I don't know about you guys. I am not a fan of the phone. I prefer email. I don't want to talk to people. I just want to text or email. That's it. And then it also covers my ass, because if somebody says anything, I have everything in writing, what I did with a customer. So I know phone calls, we all forget things pretty quickly on what we talk about or what somebody said, especially if multiple other things are going on. So I'd rather, text or email. Donna Diamond, how are you? How things going? Steve-O Resells, what's up, man? Glad you're here. Glad you could stop in. Chris, I never thought a year ago at this time I'd drive to Kentucky and Pittsburgh to meet people I didn't even know. Yeah, it's crazy when you start thinking about that. Like, when I started YouTube, I did not expect there to be anybody I would consider calling a friend, anybody I'd want to meet, anybody I just want to hang out with. So it is surprising, like, when you say that, like, there's people you want to go meet now. Like, that was pretty cool that you went and met Kayla and John. That was awesome. I've met, obviously, Paul, Philly Flipper, and there's a handful of other people I'd love to meet. But it's just strange, because a year ago, I never thought I would be like that on YouTube. And now, you've made relationships with people, and it feels like they're your friends, and they're people you've known for a while. Question to me is, how is it when the people meet up? Is it the same dynamic as when you talk in a chat or you exchange messages on Instagram? Is it the same dynamic? Do you have that same relationship? 2021 YouTuber does not like talking to people. That is true. Like, I don't know what it is. When it comes to using this and talking to someone on it, I cannot stand it. I absolutely hate it. Like, I don't want to use the phone. Like, only time I don't mind using the phone is when it comes to football, and I'm talking to the president of our organization, and we're talking about game plans and all the stuff going on around the league. That's for sure. Ah, there's going to be one in New Orleans. Okay. A little Gulf Coast reseller meetup. Yes, I've met some of my closest friends from YouTube. That's pretty awesome. There is a handful that I definitely got closer to and I talked to quite a bit. And I feel like I've known them for a while. It's kind of funny. I can be sitting there texting them. I was like, who are you talking to? And I might be like, oh, I'm talking to Leroy. Oh, I'm talking to Paul. Talking to Joe. But, you got those couple people. But it's good to being YouTube and eBay. Like, there are other people that I can talk to that do the similar things. And I can bounce ideas off of them. Talk to them. I know I talk to Jennifer all the time as well. It's just nice to have some people you can talk to that are, like-minded. For me, it was the same. Lots of fun. That's pretty cool. Was it the same with everyone or just the people in Pittsburgh? Chris, you seem like you're a very easygoing guy. So I could see things pretty much being the same with everybody unless they just do something that rubs you the wrong way and then you're going to be like, screw you. 2 tablets for you. Okay, that's good. I'm sure you burn through those batteries all day or they just constantly plugged in, Raz. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Glad you could stop in. Good to see you. Erin is another one of the shows on Wednesday that I watched. I'll watch her show before I go to the Philly beaches and watch Joe, Mike, and Dan. Those are pretty much 2 days of the week where there's stuff, on YouTube that I know I can watch. Tuesday and Wednesday, there's shows all day that'll keep me busy. So these pop-up lives are most likely going to be mainly Monday and then like Thursday or Friday, Thursday and Friday, probably those 3 days. Just because I have other stuff I like to watch as well, and I don't want to step on any toes of the people that I actually like. That might have been the wrong way to say that because somebody's going to think I don't like them if I go on when they're on. But yeah, YouTube, there's so many people watching. I can have 25 people in here like I do now. You could have 25 in your live at the same time, and then the next person can. So there's really no stepping on toes. It's just, I have shows I like, so I just want to always be on. There are always saying that are nothing like on YouTube. Yeah, okay. Go, my friend. It's great to step in. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Glad you could do that. Shots fired. Yep. I tell you, I don't think about what I say a lot of times before I say it. It means well up here, but when it comes out of here, it just does not come out well at all. At all. Like, look at that. I just dropped from 25 to 21 since I said that. People are just dropping out. They're like, screw this guy. It just doesn't sound right when it comes out of my mouth. But I guess that's kind of what makes listening to me so funny because everybody knows them. Don't mean it, but I don't know. All right, guys. Well, I've been on for about an hour now. Kids are about to come home from school, and like I said, they kind of run in the house, create a storm, and they're back out in 10 minutes because their dad will be here to pick them up right after that. So this was the first of the lives. Chasing YouTube pennies is what it is. And we're going to be doing these till I get to that monetization. And then after that, we'll see what we do. So guys, thanks for coming in. I'll catch you on the next one, and I'll probably see you in some other chats later on.